Hi guys, today we're reading Junie B. Jones, first grader, Aloha. Chapter 1, Flinging. Friday, dear first grader, grade journal. I've got big news. Last night Daddy told me a happy surprise, and it's called My Family is Going on a Vacation. Exciting vacation, and it is going to be the time of our life, I tell you. I am trying to save my news for show and tell, but I don't think I can wait that long. That is how I am going to ask my teacher to start that activity right exactly now. Please stand by. I stopped writing and raised my hand. Mr. Scary was not looking at me. When teachers don't look at you, you have to stand up and shout, or else how are they supposed to notice you? I stood up and shouted, Mister, how long until we have show and tell, do you think? Mr. Scary wrinkled his eyebrows at me. I'm not supposed to call him Mrs., I said. I believe. Because, please sit down, Junie B. Because he said it's still journal time, and journal time is quiet time. I nodded. Yeah, I know, only I actually like to wrap things up and get started with show and tell now. Mr. Scary sucked in his cheeks. Sit down, he said again. We will have show and tell shortly. I looked at the clock. How many minutes is shortly? I asked. It's 1 minute, or 8 minutes, or 11 minutes, or on account of it is 1 minute. I can wait probably, but 11 minutes would be out of the question. Mr. Scary walked back to my desk and he sat me in my chair. I glanced up at him. I am looking for is a rough estimate, I said. Just then my neighbor named May leaned across the aisle, and she did a giant shh in my face. I quick wiped my cheek. Ew, I hollered. Ew, 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 'cause May got spittle on me. That's why. And spittle is the grown-up word for...
What's it say? Show me.
On me. That's why. And spittle is a grown-up word for spitooey. I zoomed to the back of the room, and I climbed on the stool to reach the faucet, but Mr. Scary beat me to it. He wet a paper towel and wiped my face. Thank you, I said. I needed that. Mr. Scary rolled his eyes. You're being very rambunctious this morning, aren't you, Junie B. Jones? He said. I scratched my head at that vocabulary. Okay, you lost me on that one, I said. Rambunctious, he repeated. Rambunctious means... May's voice interrupted. Bad, she called out. Bunctious means bad, Junie B. Jones. You're being bad this morning. Bad, 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 bad. I turned to look at her. Her chair was spun around to face the back of the room. She was watching me like an audience. Mr. Scary ran his fingers through his tired hair. Then he went to May's desk and he turned to her back to the right directions. Teachers spend a lot of time adjusting people. After he came back, he bent down next to me and he made his voice more private. Junie B., I know why you're excited, he whispered. Your mother called me on the phone last night and she told me about your vacation next week. I threw out my arms real thrilled, and I flinged myself way high in the air. I can't wait, Mr. Scary, I can't wait, I can't wait, I said. Mr. Scary grabbed my arms, and he kept me from flinging. Okay, see this wild behavior that I'm talking about, he said. I really need you to stay calm until show and tell, Junie. Can you do that for me, please? I thought for a second, then I shrugged my shoulders. Yeah, only I don't actually know if I can do that, I said, 'cause I'm already trying to be calm, and this is how I'm turning out. My teacher tapped on his chin. Maybe we could make a deal, he said. How about this? If you stay quiet and calm until show and tell, I'll let you go first. How does that sound? I bounced up and down at that exciting idea. That sounds like a deal, I said. You mean deal, said Mr. Scary. Deal is spelled with an A, Junie B. Whatever, I said. After that, I twirled real fast in a happy circle. I accidentally spun myself into the ground. On my way down, I knocked over the trash can and the sink stool. All of room one turned to look at me. I sat up and waved my fingers. Do not be alarmed, people. I am perfectly okay, I said. After that, I stood up and dusted myself off. Then I went back to my seat. I looked at the clock again. No minutes had passed at all, hardly. I put my head down and did a groan. It is time is as slow as a turtle. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you tune in on chapter 2.